would imagine this was not the way you intended to use this bullpen when the day started, but what do you make of not only that they were able to pass the baton, but also so efficiently, as well as they were today?
That was awesome. There's a lot of moving parts to that game, and the bullpen was nails. I mean, what they were able to pull off there, getting their lanes and handing it to the next guy was awesome. It lined up really well to be able to do what we did, and no, it's not how you intended to go through this game, although our pen, all those guys needed to throw regardless of score today. They've been down for a while. They've thrown once in about 8-9 days. So we were going to use them, and that's why we decided let's just empty out early. It's our best chance of keeping it here and give ourselves a shot. It was awesome.
To keep, for all of them, to keep right around 15 pitches, if not less, what does it do for you for the rest of the weekend as well?
It sets you up just fine, and that's why we didn't throw 1+ on anybody. But it was important that each person got their lane, even when you look at where the inning ended with Palante of him straining those 2 runners, and it ended at Swanson. It allowed Brule. You're comfortable taking them through Hap based on the matchups of where Bregman's at and Hap against lefties. And then Gore, I mean, Graceffa could get his guys and then flip it all over again. So tremendous job by those guys.
This afternoon you said film is what Velasquez brings. Took one pitch to see that. How exciting was that to see him tie the game there with that swing?
He's a real threat against lefties, and it's nice to be able to insert his name in that lineup there against their starter. But that's one way to announce your presence. Yeah.
Your offense had been struggling a little bit. How much did you need? Like sometimes one swing can turn an offense around.
No, you're right, and we took some good ones today. It was good to see JJ hit his double, but also, I mean, Saggy getting into one for a homer, Herrera homer, Velasquez homer. I mean, it was we took some really good swings, so we need to continue to kind of head in that direction.
On the homers from J.C. Herrera on the splitters from Unaga, that's which is a way just like about their way to cover that, just kind of get coached.
Yeah, when you look at what our hope was, it was that, not a homer, but being able to stay on that pitch. We know what he struggles with, but we also know what he can stay on, and our hope was if he can leave one over the plate and say he could get into it. He did exactly that.
What have you seen out of Jose Fermin this season that's allowed him to be kind of a productive player for you?
The contact skill is real, right? You know exactly what you're going to get every time he steps into the box. It's a professional at bat. He's going to make contact. He's going to stick to his game plan. Doesn't mean he's going to win every time, but he's going to miss the way he wants to miss. And today he took some really productive at bats. I mean, did a really, really nice job. So being able to add another one there was very important.
Well, your team, I think you're 6th in the National League in home runs. Did you think your team would drive the ball this way? Did you think you had that potential?
Not to this degree. I'm not going to lie. I think we're doing a better job of that than I anticipated. Yeah.
For the Velasquez homer, it's kind of that when you guys fall down 3-0 and then he immediately gets you guys back into the game. How big is that just in terms of giving you guys a jolt, not just in the scoreboard, but just kind of the feeling of that?
Very important.
Aspect.
Yeah, very important, but it's also something we've done quite a bit, is figure out a way, man, to just be tough enough to punch right back whenever something like that happens. It's easy to fold in those situations, but it definitely gives you a jolt of energy of being able to punch right back and you're right back into that game. That's why once we gave up another run and then we stranded 2 in the third, it felt right to just go to the pen and see if we can empty out and keep it there. So credit to everybody that touched the baseball today, because there were a lot of dudes.
What was your takeaway from Palante?
Man, probably going to hate hearing this, but the ball was coming out okay. Everything put in play was a hit. Sinker was there, didn't land the curveball a whole lot, 2 out of 10, and makes a big difference for him. But at the end of the day, man, left the pitch there for Hap, and then there was a ton of contact, and none of it found a glove. So,
is there anything that you tie to with like 2 outs in those first couple of innings, just not be able to get that last out, or is it just that you said kind of baseball happening to you?
Whenever you don't get the punch out and there's ball in play, there's just a possibility of that happening. It happened more than it's happened all year to him, and in bunches. So you look at it a little deeper, make sure you're not missing anything over the next couple of days, but then toe the rubber again and get after it. Yeah.
Well, what do you remember from the conversation you had with Velasquez telling him that he wasn't coming with you on opening day, and you probably told him you would need him at some point this season?
You're right, and it was actually one of the tougher ones because when a player goes out there and proves that he belongs, and you have to make a tough decision based on a lot of different factors of why he's not breaking with the club, it's one of the tougher conversations, especially when he's a good fit personality-wise. He's a real threat offensively, and he gave you everything he had during spring to prove himself. So I hated the conversation, but you're going to have those. He handled it well. I was glad to see what he's done in May to kind of hit the reset button in April and then do what he's doing right now. So really cool moment for him to come up and do exactly what he did today. Yeah, good.
Thanks, Oli. Thank you.